Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Premier League podcast, the Yardman edition, where we discuss all things in regards to the Premier League transfer window, all the latest news, all of the biggest news. I know you lot absolutely love this show, as I do, as much. I love being a part of it as well. You see from the title, HUGO EKITIKE set to agree terms with Liverpool, so that is looking like that deal could go ahead. However, Liverpool are still looking at Alexander Isak from Newcastle. Chelsea, they're looking at Eze. There's interest from Chelsea on that part. And also regards to Liverpool and Arsenal, both looking at Rodrigo as well. And speaking of wingers, Chelsea have also said, it's also been known, and been said by Fabrizio Romano that Chelsea are still monitoring Alejandro Garnacho. Manchester United linked to Benjamin Sesko, plus more people. So we'll discuss all of these things. Let me bring in two of the Yardmen to the show as well. For some reason, I can't get the comments up because I had it on private and now it's not letting me change it. Well, big up Javon in the cut. Big up Kaneki in the cut. What you man telling me, man? What's good? What's good? You man bless.
Yeah, man, we're good, man. Summer now, outside nice. It's warm, you know, active.
I see you there, yo, in the peach shirt, yo. I see you.
Cool, man. Just cool, man. On top of that, please show me some respect, you peasants. Do you know who you're talking to? The champion of the world.
Oh yeah, talk about it. Go and talk about it.
You know, but this is just an introduction. Well, go on, brothers. Hope you guys are well.
All blessed. Kaneki, what you saying, man? You good? I don't even know if Kaneki there. Yo, Kaneki, what you saying?
Kaneki, you need for Kaneki. Talk up, talk a phone.
What you saying, Kaneki? And yeah, you lot, because I forgot to, normally you can change it because I had it on private, the actual stream itself, people. And when you go live, you can normally change it and turn it public. But for some reason, it's not. So I can't put the comments up in the screen, but I am going to try and change that, people. Don't worry. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after, pay the tax when you enter the city. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you do that. It's vitally important. Run up the likes. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all of the socials as well. Make sure you share it out across all of the socials. And that's me, Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, across all of the socials, people. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Javon, we'll start there. World champions, talk about it.
Boy. Well, listen, I said it on my channel. Lewis did his thing, Matisse did his thing, Eunice did his thing, and Miz did his thing. And all the major content creators for Chelsea did their thing. What's more to say? You know, baby, I'm back. You know, it feels return of the Mac. It feels good to be back at the top of the hill. I don't know, bro. I wasn't expecting it when the tournament started, given the levels of team that was involved in the tournament, and given the fact that majority of the teams took it seriously. But once we got to the semi-final and I saw what Joao Pedro did, brother, I think we found a striker. I think we found our guy. You know, those two finishes in the semi-final. It's like you're performing CPR on a dead patient, and you're trying to bring him back to life. And we came back to life, bro. We came back to life because in those two actions, in those two finishes, even in the same game, you see the same differences. You see glaring differences between him and our previous striker, which is Nicholas Jackson. Not the brother they gone, you know. He may still be at the club, but he's gone for me, right? So, hey, because even in the same game, Neto 1v1 puts the ball where the keeper cannot catch it. Jackson 1v1 side netting. Palmer gets upset. You can't make this up, bro. Quality is quality. Football in IQ is football in IQ. And in the final, I'm not even going to dissect everything else because we demolished the quote-unquote best team in the world. So, no, that was a beatdown. Brother, I've never seen Chelsea give a beatdown in a final before. So,
technically you did, but the side that you did it to, they don't really make it to finals like that anymore, you know.
Yeah. And Arsenal know that. Me I talk about a proper team. And the side where we demolished this time was demolishing everybody else. So let's get that crystal clear, right? But brother, you see the finish. I'm just talking about Joao Pedro here. You see the finish he did in that final and that ball that Palmer played to. Jackson was in that position multiple times this season, and Palmer ignored him because he knew what was going to be the outcome. You give it to Joao Pedro, the nice little dink, and it's the Ronaldinho celebration on a corner flag, bro. It's a little dance at the corner flag, bro. You understand?
No,
you know what? Striker. I'm boy. That me have to say. You hear me? So get that brother out the club. Jackson, anyway, you want to go. And on top of that, you know what moved me? When Dilap came on. Dilap came on, picked up the ball, bodied somebody, dribbled past the defender, and put it pigeon. If it was not Donnarumma, bro, I would have lost my shit. 2 strikers that can strike the ball. 2 strikers that can. I still want one more. So, hear me say, man. You see when you talk about finals and you talk about beat people in the finals, and Chelsea don't do that no more. We demolish people in finals. Some man kill a side kill a next side 5-0, them come dead 3-0. You see me? I could have been more. So all I gotta say is put some respect when you talk about the gargantuan Chelsea, as Lewis would like to say, you know. And if I had a crown, I'd be wearing it right now because we suffered for the last 3 years and we're back. You know, on top of the hill, and United is still mudded. So what the summer I'm having? You know? Yeah. So I'm chilling.
Okay. So let me ask you the question I've been asking all Chelsea fans who I spoke to who are on a high after this Club World Cup win. Has it changed your expectations for the season, or are they just the same?
No, for the upcoming season?
Yeah, the upcoming season.
I always wanted a title charge. I always wanted a title charge.
Okay.
Because even if it's a legitimate title charge, and you fall away in May, that's acceptable. And you fall away in April, the second half of the season, that's acceptable. But no, I'm telling you something. More 20 league goals. Because it's not Jackson up front. You see me? John Pedro, 20 league goals, bad man. See me? Liam Delap, give me 15, all competitions. Right? So, now, obvious aside, I'm expecting a proper title run and a proper run in the Champions League. Because when you look at the volume of chances we created last season for a crap, you know what, fucking for a crap striker, someone who's horrible at finishing, if Joao Pedro can somehow continue this form into next season, because we see the link up with Palmer already, we see the instant chemistry. If that link-up play can remain solid and he can continue with his ruthless finishing and Delap can get his feet running when the Premier League season starts, brother, and we got Willian to come in and Mr. Gittins, right? Or if we go sign an EZE or a Roger, brother, them dead. Three, nobody, man. This Caldwell, when we call the light skin, not even Robert Sanchez. Even Robert Sanchez look better with a better striker. You know why? Because the striker is actually putting himself into a position where the goalkeeper can give him the ball and he can receive the ball.
He's showing for it.
Exactly. So because him a sure feet now, and when him get the ball, him just pop it over to the winger immediately. Even Robert Sanchez look better with a better strike up front. So when you, bro, I told y'all, get rid of this man. Leave my club, bro. Let this Pedro and the lab partnership work. Let them justify it. And I don't want to see Pedro ever on the left. Right? Treat this man in this number 9 position indefinitely until him start mess up, then we use the lap. But yeah, man, champions of the world, title run next season, Champions League run next season, must pick up a domestic cup trophy, and we're chilling.
So must pick up a domestic.
Must pick up a domestic cup trophy.
Mate, what was that about the treble? What did you say? Say that again.
That's the delusion. That's the delusion. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's the delusion. That's the delusion. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I just remember there are other teams in the league. That's the delusion. Must pick up a trophy next season.
Before you go, Kineki, just one more thing. It's domestic cup, you've said. Where in the Champions League?
You know, I can actually see a path of getting to the final because it's a one-off game.
What's unacceptable for you? What is the bare minimum stage you have to hit in the Champions League? Quarters, okay.
Maresca has shown, and something Kineki was frustrated about earlier last season. He rectified all of that within the cup in the Club World Cup just now. That finished. Kineki said he knew he was more tactical, flexible than what he's shown before in the league. Now that we saw that different formation against different opponents, adjusting to the opponents, why can't he take that same ideology in the Champions League?
Got it.
Right? Because we can be defensively resolute if we need to, and we looks like we're getting ruthless up front. So, hey, minimum quarterfinals, but I wouldn't be surprised if we make it to the finals. And for the league, bare minimum space between top 4 and the rest. You should be closer to the top than the bottom. And then a bare minimum a cup, whether the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. Keep that winning momentum and that winning mentality going.
Nothing less than a cup. All right, that's fair.
Go on,
the trouble is just my delusion. Don't pay me no.
No. Listen. You have all right to speak the way you speak, bro. You have all the right to speak the way you speak. You are a winner. Yeah, some man don't know what winning is. You know, but that, you know, last time some man saw their club win, Joe Biden was president. You know, you got to understand that, yeah? So you have to understand. Don't let that Sanchez performance fool you, though.
No. I'm just saying.
I saw 3 mistakes already in that final that you won. So let me immediately know. Get rid of him.
Still get your
Colwell still have the light skin moment. You need a centre back and you need a goalkeeper. Let us be honest. You still need a centre back, you still need a goalkeeper. Because them 2 light skin brothers in your back line, yeah.
Them are all back from greatness.
All right. I don't need you posing like you're trying to take a picture to pose for flipping L'Oreal, bro. We're playing football, not America's Next Top Model. They need to stop this posing business with them depend, all right? Well, I'm not going to listen to this overhyping up, especially with them 2 brothers there. I said on the last Yardman show, I want you to prove me wrong by winning this final. Flawless here as proof. I said I wanted Chelsea to prove me wrong because I said PSG, this is their game to lose, and I had you losing. The Chelsea fans in the chat were flaming me. Yeah, they were flaming me because I'm like, but I was like, am I wrong? Nobody disagreed with me, and I'm like, I want you to prove me wrong, and then the next Yardman show, laugh at me. Yeah, I wanted the Chelsea fan. I said Chelsea needs to prove me wrong with what I said, so your fans can come on the next Yardman show and laugh at me. And guess what? I accept the laughing now. I accept it. But I'm accepting it to a level because the same errors that I saw from individuals, not as a team, but individuals. Your wall is only as strong as every brick you place in it.
Yep.
Yeah? The wall is only as strong as the bricks you put in. Colwell and Sanchez are still messing up. How your team sets up on counters is still not structured enough, but with better personnel, that would fix it. The system is starting to look okay, but I don't trust your manager in keeping it.
Yeah, that's still yet to be seen.
You have the team to hurt everybody in world football. Chelsea has the team to counter every single system in world football. You showed it. You demolished PSG. Your team can demolish Real Madrid. Your team could even put a fight up against Barcelona. Your team, you have the personnel to counter everyone. Your manager, though, he knows this, but I think at some point he will always try to revert back in, well, you know, let me just go back to tried and trusted. No. There's no tried and trusted. There is no tried and trusted right now because you can go every game beating everybody 5-0 by changing 2 players. Stop keeping the same players in the team that are costing you. The lap forget Conk because him for do better with a chance against Donnarumma. Him for do better.
Bro, you know say
better.
Me not because it's stretch. No, do not over stretch, bro. I'm tapping the ball on me. Whistle from yesterday. Me whistle from here.
Jamie Vardy, I buried that. Jamie Vardy bury that. Ivan Toney is burying that. All right? Don't let me get. I understand he's a young, upcoming striker, but you need to
Give him a
understand,
grace. Give him, oh God,
even,
man, give him a
bro,
grace.
I want to give him grace, but Mason Greenwood would dink Donnarumma there, even. Mason Greenwood would score that. That's the thing. I am going to put pressure on the lap because I've seen enough to know that you have the potential to be a very elite striker. But you missing those chances. That type of chance would define if you would win a Champions League or not. Put you in a Champions League final and he does that, and then PSG go up the field and score and you lose 1-0. Are you going to tell me to give him grace?
Yeah, I would be mad, but to be honest,
Look,
knowing his age, I'm
if it
still
was
gonna give him
look,
some grace,
if
bro.
it was
You see,
a
if he was like
fantastic
25, 26,
yeah,
then would I dip on him? But the man not
if
there
it
nowhere
was a
near in prime.
fantastic save, if it was a fantastic save from Donnarumma, like those out of the world save, yes, he kicked it on his shin. It was literally his shin.
No, man, I
I'm
thought the one
going to,
was so wide.
and that's the thing. I've seen enough to let me, and this is what I always go through. I hate the term when you get on goal, shoot, go around the keeper. Donnarumma is already in no man's land. Donnarumma is already in no man's. Look what happened when Donnarumma tried to do that to Joe Pedro. What did Joe Pedro do?
He shoot right over
Okay,
his head. Lives rent free.
okay. Donnarumma literally told him, "Don't come out of the goal." Joe Pedro looked at Donnarumma and said, "You come off that goal line, I'm dinking you." So this is the thing now. So now that you have those two, remember, hey, when I was talking about Joe Pedro on this channel, everybody was telling me about a mid-table striker, man. Damn, why are all my signings hits?
Can you have
Why are
sense?
all my signings hits? Yeah, man, out here moving like Bruno Mars. Every single thing I drop is a banger. Hmm? Is this it? Man, moving like 2014 Drake, nothing but hits.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea right now, you need a right back. You really do need a right back. Yeah, you have what's his name? Santos coming through right now. Is it Santos?
Right back, it's Gusto. You have Gusto, Achempong, and Reece James.
You need a right back. Didn't you guys sign Dos Santos? Or is
No,
it or is it somebody else?
Andre Santos, and he's in the
Yes,
middle. Andre 17, AS17, Andre 17. Watch out
yes.
for that brother there.
Fam, you guys you need a fullback. I don't trust I don't trust Gusto. This is not even it's not a diss. It's not a diss, but
Nicky, hear the
I
problem
don't
with
I don't
he.
trust him, and I still don't trust Cucurella. Fam, those two are just Beavis and Butthead just waiting to happen in crucial moments
I
because it
gotta
happened last
disagree.
season. It happened last season.
Happened last season, but I gotta disagree. And here's why I disagree. When Cucurella was beaten, and when apart from Gusto, because Gusto had a horrible season, but when Cucurella was beaten, it's because of the action that happened before him. He gets caught out. Remember, Cucurella is not asked to be a natural left back. Yeah, the coach asked the man to play two positions. So if the action in front of him does not go to plan 90% of the time, him will get caught up because he's always constantly in transition. And that's the problem with Gusto
Because your
last season.
manager is using him as an inverted midfielder. That is what it is. A lot
This
of the time
new
he plays in
formation.
midfield.
You see this new formation that we saw deployed? That's why you're seeing a better version of Gusto, because you're seeing his natural talent to overlap, to create with, to
Your
have the
manager
pullback.
Your manager is doing what I said he should have done. Remember how I even said about with Liverpool when one of their midfield would drop in as a false centre back, and you have your wing backs now going up and keeping the pitch stretched.
Mm-hmm.
That gets you the best out of everything. The problem what I'm having with Cucurella though is not him getting countered. It's not the counter. It's the lapse of concentration from times, especially in your defensive third. It's it's been something in his game. It's naturally one of his weaknesses, especially when the player that is going up against isn't like cutting in. Because remember, Cucurella is right-footed. So the person that he goes up against isn't cutting in. The right wing, when the person is cutting in, is where he's the strongest. But when the person is constantly taking him down the line, forcing him on his weaker foot, I don't like how positionally he looks right like that.
But guess what? Guess him still lock them down. There's not. Is there an attacker that got past or completely ripped Cucurella apart this season?
He can use both.
No.
He can use both.
Cucurella's been on point. He's been.
Cucurella can use both foot. Cucurella can use both foot. But predominantly, he's stronger on his right. That's what I mean.
You're right. But hear me out now. It's because of the last two seasons that Cucurella have. Because as a team, I watch individual. I get to watch individual performances week in, week out.
Yeah, your guys' conversation will be a lot more in depth than mine.
So you see, if I never Caicedo get player of the season for you last season, it would be Cucurella. So I fully trust Cucurella and I fully trust Caicedo. I mean, I will say this, a sweeping statement, even in my fan base. I will fully trust Gusto if the manager keeps on utilizes him like this, because this version of Gusto can become unstoppable.
Playing him as a natural right back.
Gusto, playing him as a natural right back, when he get back in confidence, when man do step overs, when man do the cricketer turn 360 flicks. When Gusto's on it, when Gusto's on it, bro. When Gusto is on it, he can be a sensational fullback. I mean, and that's something I'm supporting, because Poch season, I did him, I did Palmer, Caicedo, and him as the three best player.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I agreed.
So I understand what you're saying, and it's valid because he did not have a good season. I'm not going to dispute that. But what I will dispute, if we do go with this system change, I fully trust my backline at that point. Because you're not asked Powell to cover certain space in the new system. Right? These two centre backs are gonna have coverage, because whether Reece James plays in midfield, he doesn't really play as a midfielder. When we're on the ball, a 3 runner back, I have 2 right back. Gusto provide the overlap, and Reece James drops back in that right back position. Right? Even if you want to go with 3 midfielders and still have Gusto, that one of that right-sided CDM or DM drops back in that right back position when Gusto provides the cover and the overlap. Plus, Gusto got the legs to go up and down. Do you understand? So, which is why I speak with so much chest, because in this system, Palmer is now a right-sided forward, right? And he plays right off the number 9. In this system, Enzo,
he has the role. He has the roaming role as well.
Exactly, and Enzo has the roaming role on the left-hand side. Look how much goal Enzo scored by just tracing the play.
True. Yeah, box crashing.
Right, and when you have Enzo, Palmer can create, and if I go integrate Estevao William in that side, or even Neto, you're gonna have somebody up front where have the IQ to make certain runs. The man that makes certain runs, where the man I say, you know what? Come here, defender. It's like the man go take up the whole line on the defender and carry him this way to create space. Because you cannot ignore Joe Preacher's run. If you ignore the run, him gonna get the ball and gonna finish. So in this new system, I see nothing but good things and daily, because we're defensively resolute. You can't transition against me through the midfield. Cause look, brother, you know see what we do with PSG midfield. Yeah. Yes, them have the tiki-taka. We can tiki-taka too, but guess who have the more physical players? Guess who have the faster players? And we still can't match them technical wise.
PSG just showed up exactly how. This is why I told you guys, I will praise PSG, but I'll never overpraise PSG. Not like how you see everybody that was glazing over them, because when everybody was like, you're just hating on PSG, and I'm like, yes, because all you have to do is flip a switch and they go right back to the idiots I've always known them as. And what happened in that final? That reverted right back to the PSG that had Kimpembe in their back line.
I think, you are too harsh on PSG, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I am harsh on PSG because when you are the best team in the world, I expect you to hold that standard high.
No, I agree with that. I just think Chelsea obviously deserve all the credit for what they did.
No, so here's the thing. You want to know how me know said this wasn't a PSG underperforming and it was my team just demolishing them?
This was not PSG underperforming. I'll never disrespect this Chelsea performance from that. I'll never disgrace Chelsea's performance by saying this was PSG having a no. PSG played their game. Chelsea straight up showed them their tactics book and said, "You see what you're doing here? Yeah, I saw what you were doing 30 minutes ago. Yeah, can't catch up now. I know your game plan from the minute this whistle was blown, and I've already countered it. Do something else." And what did PSG do? Not do anything else.
They did not have a plan B.
Yeah, they didn't have a plan B because plan A normally works. But like I said, normally it would. If Chelsea, like no one sat here and no one said Chelsea are a better side than PSG. Were they better on that day? Absolutely.
Yes.
Chelsea are one of the better sides in Europe, and they're capable of beating anybody. They're capable of beating PSG as they've shown. They're capable of beating Real Madrid, in my opinion. They're capable of beating Barcelona, capable of beating a City, at Arsenal, at Liverpool. But they're not. PSG are still, like, the reason why they got the credit is because what they did, no one expected them to do.
Yeah, and they actually beat those. And they, apart from Barcelona, they actually beat everyone you just called. So we can become the best team in the world. We just have to show it. Here's how I know that these are the two things that taught me that said clearly Chelsea were the better team. When PSG are at their best, Hakimi and Nunes run rampant on those two sides.
Yeah.
Brother, I forgot to them man that play.
Yeah, they never had this. They didn't have. There was no space in behind nothing.
Brother,
everywhere they ran, there was a blue shirt looking at them. Where are you going?
Brother, me see the ball that come from over the top and Gusto and quality ball. Watch Hakimi, no, sorry, watch Nunes now. Man fall like bricks, bro. And he collected the ball. Gusto looked at him and down the line, stood in the middle, Palmer 1-0. Listen to me. When Cavara Scalia, when Cavara Dana, when Cavara Messi, when Cavara Ronaldo is missing, when Desiree do shit, not do shit, you're supposed to know. But when Dembele, the Ballon d'Or winner, is lost, when I look, wait, is Dembele on the pitch? And then I saw the number 10. I'm saying, yep.
Caicedo do a job on him still, Caicedo did a job on Dembele, You have to really, if you actually think about it, Chelsea has had the 3 or the 2 best destructive midfielders in world football the last decade. Like bar Casemiro, Chelsea have had the best destructive 6 in Europe. Kante and no Caicedo.
Is that Chelsea thing?
Like if I'm thinking about it, it's what? It's Arturo Vidal, Casemiro, Kante, it's Caicedo, and the next destructive midfielder, I'd probably want to give it to. Would you say Frank Kessie would count?
Oh yes, sir. And number more can take a free kick on top of it and a penalty. Yes, sir.
So yeah, Chelsea literally have had the best destructive midfielders in Europe the last decade. Because if you check out,
you said decade.
It's been from 2015 because they had Kante since then.
Man, I'm mentioning other names before that, so I was clarified that you said the last decade.
Yeah, I said the last decade. I'm not bringing up.
I can't see the comments.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
this private. Normally, you can switch it when it goes live, and it won't let me. So that's why I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like
That's why I'm not putting no comments on the screen, people.
Yeah, I'm not bringing.
Sometimes forget to switch it to public before we go live. I can switch it halfway through for whatever reason. It's not. So that's why I'm not putting no comments on the screen. I'm not ignoring you.
I'm not. So I'm not talking about like the Gattusos and the
Makaleles.
What's that? The Makaleles, the Essians. There's another African as well. I don't want to just bring up there's another one that played for he played for Sampdoria back in 2007. Just interception was just him. But Chelsea has always had this. And it was during the Flawless's time. This was when I just got introduced to Flawless, really, and I was sub to his channel. This was back when Red Talk and Rants them were on Twitch. When we were looking for a midfielder, and I brought up Caicedo. This is when he was still playing in Ecuador, down there in Ecuador. I was like, yo, why don't we try and sign Caicedo? Them time that you could have signed Caicedo for like 300K, but no one brought in. I used to bring up his name in different channels. I was on that other channel, the United Stand. I was there. This is before I had beef with all these guys.
You got
You
beef with them?
know? Oh yeah, I'm banned from a lot of these guys. So for the football Terrence and these guys, like I was on their channels in the comments, like bringing up players. I talked about Caicedo. I was talking about Kessie. I was out here talking about Labotka. I was talking about a lot of these guys. But all I kept hearing was, are they Man United quality? Really?
Right.
Really?
Right. But let me
Listen.
get Javon your thoughts because you talking about. Sorry, go and say you're gonna say, and I'll save the question.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's night, and at the end of the night, it's day, and we're world champions. You know. So I think for our first game, because we'll have the goal match for 4 years. I think for our first game, we should have a guard of honor, because it's not just the Premier League people, it's the world. And we did it. We fight Mother Nature, we fight thunderstorm, we fight water storm, rainstorm, and we fight the heat. What more you want? Mother Nature couldn't stop this, bro. What do you mean? So on the opening day, I think Chelsea should have the guard of honor. So
that's between you and whoever you're facing. But yeah, the question I was going to ask, because you mentioned there about
them can't save it till we play United, because I'm all down.
You mentioned and Shining. The reason why to your question, because obviously some people are new here. Kaneki watches like Steve, like Jez, watches football all over the world. So that's
I was watching him when he was at Independente.
Yeah, like
don't they were in what was it? Is it Copa Libertadores or is it Copa Sudamericana?
The Shining in the chat and to anyone in the chat, when Kaneki or Steve or Jez, you see him on this channel or anywhere else they're at, and they mention a player in an obscure league, they've watched this player. So just to clarify, it's not like me. Like if you hear me say that, I'm bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you,
the team is called Del Valle.
Ecuador, I'm bullshitting.
Yeah, Del Valle.
That's it. That's all I'm clarifying. But what I was going to ask Javon, because you mentioned there about with this new system or how he played against PSG in particular, you got Palmer attacking on the right-hand side in that space. You got Enzo attacking in the left. You lot seem to be looking to add a winger. We'll talk about Eze first. Do you want him first and foremost? Because I've heard people mention about it, because he's also been linked to Arsenal. And if he goes Arsenal, him playing on the left-hand side, you wouldn't get the best out of him. Where do you stand with Eze? Do you want him at Chelsea? And if that's yes, where would you want him to play?
So, before we talk about it, these players will be coming to a dynasty, and they will be coming to the best club in the world at the moment, right? So they will be pulling up. So we have to figure out who's going to be the joker, the gesture, and the present. Right? So don't get me wrong, the player is a good player. It's a brilliant player, but I'm kind of looking across over to Spain, a Madrid club. I would prefer Rodrigo. Nice, the perfect age. The number 11 is free. The left-hand side is free. You could link up with Palmer. But to focus on, someone said they're clipping it. To focus on your question. In the new system, we're playing with more inside forwards, and we utilize Neto as a wing back. That's why you notice Gusto bombing forward, because we utilize wing backs.
Because you don't go to the free. You don't go to the free at the back in the ball.
Yep.
Correct. And we utilize the wing backs as the width, because the 2 10s create, and Enzo can create very well. If that's the case, I see a role where Eze is played out on the left-hand side, right? And if that's the case, I could see a formation with Pedro up front or the lap, and Enzo and Eze and Palmer just in behind, and that would suit Eze to a T. We see what he does at Crystal Palace. Imagine he put better players around him, higher IQ players around him, and players with more quality around him. It should thrive. But then that raises the question: what happens
with
to
Neto.
that midfield.
Mm.
I'm not worried about the wingers that are in the system because he's going to be tactically flexible. Because I think we saw the formation last season, and much like Kaneki mentioned, that he's never going to throw it away. So I think we'll see that formation depending on the opposition we're playing, where he wants to deploy 2 touchline wingers versus 2 inside forwards. So
before you continue, Javon, I agree with Jordell on that because I'm seeing everybody hyping up this Rodrigo thing. As someone that's watched Madrid, I can tell you this: Morgan Rogers would fit your system 10 times better than Rodrigo. I
agree.
understand why you're saying it, but what you and those red guys that's also from your area code, they're no longer that wants to say they're the best, but what you guys need, you don't need Rodrigo. You need a ball carrier. You need someone that dictates tempo.
Bro,
You need
as a
someone
fellow,
that dictates tempo. Eze, granted, does do that, but Morgan Rogers fits it completely because he will also drop in as a central midfielder to help block overloads and create overloads as well. Especially now with that back three system that you guys are trying to implement now, where he could even tuck in and make it even 3-10 even. Or when
yep,
Enzo goes up, he drops in beside off Caicedo in the midfield. So he
I
can actually be the extra midfielder that could help stop counters and help dominate teams by having one extra person.
and
Morgan
start
Rogers
counters.
actually does fit it.
Yes,
Just
he
Now
to,
that
fits it
I'm thinking
just to
about it. So
perfectly.
clarify as well,
Jordell, that's a
Morgan,
fantastic point.
Morgan Rogers has been deemed an untouchable by Aston Villa, and they're saying it's going
Really?
to be big money to get him away. Yeah, that's what the
Yeah,
report is saying. He's
I
been deemed
understand.
untouchable.
Here's the difference with me and why I want Rodrigo, because he can play as that inside 10 and he can
Yes, he
play as
can.
the out. He can play as that out and out left winger. He has that
And
free kick
striker.
in him and striker, and he can play off the right hand side, so he can play anywhere up front. He has that free kick. He has that ball dribbling ability when he's on it, and on top of it, he has never played in a Madrid team consistently. And you know this, Kaneki, as a fellow Madrid supporter and avid football watcher, he has never played on the left wing consistently. And even when he does start on the right wing, he tends to drift over there. So
Yes, he does.
I am saying, as someone that has watched him carry Madrid through Champions League games when they're losing, from that right-hand side, it is dare to say you put him in a system where he's alongside one of the better guys and he's playing off that side, and he's gonna check a consistent free kick taker, can dribble, can walk through players with the ball, and is flexible and can go with multiple system, and is somewhat proven. I'm taking the risk on Rodrigo. But I hear it. I hear the argument for Rodgers as well. It's neither here or there for me. But for me, I'm taking that Brazilian. And you know what that creates? A spectacular Brazilian front line. Rodrigo.
Brother, I don't know why
Pedro,
you mans have always
Brazilian.
looked out on Brazilian. That's just not
Isn't
fair.
it? And you know what my father said to me? Right? The OG to this thing. Chelsea will never win anything again without a Brazilian in their team. And we struggled for years. Brazilian steps in and we want something. So here's what
Technically, you did win with a Brazilian.
So
Jorginho is a Brazilian. You remember?
I know, and we won. And he left.
And Thiago Silva was in your team
Right,
when you won the Champions League.
speaking of wingers, we'll go to this as well because this is from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea are aware of the situation of Alejandro Garnacho as he has to leave Manchester United. Internal discussions continue on options, of which Garnacho is one. Thoughts?
Brother, take the man. Sprinkle a little Argentinian in on the squad, man. It can't just be Brazilian, dog.
Just
sprinkle a little Argentinian in there, bro. For diversity, bro. You want to be inclusive. Like, think about it. Since Crespo, name me another. Like,
bear in mind, Manchester United fans, let this be a lesson. There's been no bid from Chelsea for him. There's been no approach to Garnacho or his camp about personal terms. He's just on the list. He's not even the highest on the list. He's just an option they are looking at. And
Hey.
Javon turned his camera off, turned his mic off, and then left the stream. That's how bad this player is. And people are talking about we should get top dollar for him. We should get 40
60
million.
million. 60 what?
60 million.
Bro.
No.
60 pence is enough, bro.
Yo, get rid
bro,
of him.
Like,
me don't
know why Javon moves, bro. The last Argentinian you had in your squad was Higuain, bro.
We have Enzo. Stop it, fuckery.
No, Enzo is not Argentinian, bro. Enzo Fernandez is not Argentinian. Yeah, his family and everybody originates from European descent. Garnacho.
To the footballing.
Yeah. Garnacho's forefathers are Argentinian. Yeah. His grandmother, his grandfather, and them before them are all Argentinians. Enzo Fernandez's family heritage comes from Europe.
Listen,
so everyone in chat that's trying to tell me no.
Let me get his talk to us, Javon, man. He's only
sprinkle some Argentinians in there, bro.
He's only on the list, so it's just you're aware of the situation. Internal discussions continue on options. So if
you know what
you'll probably say, go on.
You know what this is? You know when you have one bill due and you don't want to pay, but them still a knock for you do every day. You blatantly ignore them. I'm not talking about this. Fuck, why me have to discuss Garnacho? Every time Robert on my channel, every time Robert brings up Garnacho, I mute him and me kick him off. Give it 5-minute break, bro. I move like troops in this bitch. This is my show. I'm the champion. Stop talking about fuckery. Stop it.
This is the news, yo. That he's still an option.
Some news is fake news, you know.
No. This is Roma. Hey, Arsenal fan said that about Madueke, and now he's there in red and white.
Listen, Arsenal, you got a fantastic player. I'm not just putting there. But here we're going. In all seriousness though, a lot of people are letting the success that starts to come through the door cloud their judgment on some of the critics they give on the past when it comes on to recruitment. Yes, we finally started to recruit some players that's fitting with the squad, but that don't mean to them never do fucker before. That don't mean to because we signed Joe Pedro and Dylan, that don't mean to every signing will come to the door now, I go fit you immediately. There's a reason why United want to get rid of them. People, I understand that United is a poison chalice. Trust me, no one hates that club more than I do. I was talking about winning the Champions League to Matisse the other day. You know what I said? If we win the Champions League or we win a trophy or we win the Premier League before Arsenal, I'm going to find some way to make sure United catch some strays. How? I don't know, but I'll figure that shit out.
Bro,
right?
Calling Man United a poison chalice is a disrespect to poison chalice, bro.
However, sometimes you got to listen. If their players, if their supporters are saying that this man is shit, why should we need to try and prove them otherwise? We are not Arsenal. We tell Arsenal to stay in that shit. No, we have to change him. Look what happened. Look what happened. We tell Arsenal to Kai Havertz and shit. No, we're gonna change his life. Look what happened.
David Luiz, you know.
We're not gonna talk about him. You understand?
Petr Cech.
So sometimes,
you know, sometimes
you gotta listen. And I get it. The underline, no, fuck that, but I get it. Not even the underline stats that don't make sense to me. You're done signing Gittins already. Go get a proven, go get somebody better, man. I mean,
you are getting somebody better.
No matter how the fuckery. Yo, mute him. Mute him. Listen.
With how many of your wingers have won the Puskas Award? Which one of your wingers have gotten goal of the season, bro? You're signing a wonder goal scorer, bro. Fantastic. Give it back the Mason Mount money, bro. That's all you have to do. The money that we gave you for Mason Mount, hand it back.
Money for free. the only wonder goal scorer in his league is him a wonder office for the blood clot goal. That's all the wonder goal scorer.
But you do have what is on your side is one, because I'm reading here, this is a less reliable source. Aston Villa want to sign Alejandro Garnacho this summer. That's from Hearst Class on Twitter. So you're not the only ones. There seems to be multiple clubs.
Let's sign Garnacho with Gear Jackson with Tech Riders.
Yo, Villa, do me a favor. take Garnacho and Rashford and then you take Jackson. I guarantee you're gonna get relegated by October.
Don't tell them that. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? Yo,
Oh no, you're wrong. You're right. Yo, you guys can title charge with Garnacho, Jackson, and Rashford. I don't know what title you're charging to, but you're gonna charge for your title.
Right? I don't know if I tackle for somebody's house.
I don't know job title, car title. I don't know what title you guys are charging for, but you'll charge for a title though.
Are they
Marcus Rashford, Jackson and Garnacho, and then off the bench you're gonna bring off Ollie Watkins. It's fantastic. And John McGinn. Yeah, it's fantastic. Don't these guys have body feelers still? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You guys are going to be charging for something, bro.
Yeah, man. No can make Conference League next season.
On the Rodgers thing, you're saying Rodgers' dream target is a dream target for Chelsea, but I'm not aware of the way of Chelsea signing him at the moment. Even perhaps with Jackson being a target for Villa have an untouchable tag over Rodgers, and that's from
brother. Neymar was untouchable. Let me just tell everybody that Neymar was untouchable.
All that means is it's going to take top dollar to get him out there.
Yeah, no matter. It don't matter.
You know what I'm gonna pull a shit club guy correct. Yeah, you're correct. And then you're far over here, you're bridging over here. Imagine you, Palmer. And I'm gonna tell him this. Imagine you, Palmer, and William do the core celebration after no link up and score. And then I have the Brazilian in the background and dance. In a UCL final. After we murder PSG again, 7 this time.
I leave it at Chelsea have to do. I leave it at Chelsea have to do. Reece James just need to just call Morgan Rogers and just show him the Champions League. Like, bro, me know you want this in the dog.
Fuck. You know I'm gonna show him? Because United have Champions League, Liverpool have Champions League, But you know what them not have? The Club World Cup.
Happy night. Mute him.
Let him land. This is time they won. Let him land.
Yes, when they take up a trophy, and you want to see something nice? 4D, here's the key, unlock, and they start do the spinning fuckery.
What you say, like rings? Yo, who here remember the belt, what used to look like that? With the little buckle you could have spin it. Yeah, the little Cadillac thing, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Idiots of my life, yo. Lord of mercy, yo. I said it spin.
Oh, I mean, do you have a gold trophy that spins? No, but bro.
Tell me, who have a trophy that spin like rims, bro? Watch it.
Oh, Lord.
We don't make we win a Premier League or a Champions League and meet there, You think Matisse, you think X this got, you not see nothing yet. You wait till my replica come in and I do so. Anytime, I don't want when you start running off him out.
You just start spin, bro.
Facts.
Man, so you mean, man, say, yo, my trophy a spin like a globe. Watch it. Whee!
What I mean? Oh gosh, man. Beside that, like 10 fireside.
You better ages for true. Hey, before we continue, just under 100 of you lot in the building. Let's put up that damn likes, man. I know you lot entertain. We're only at 55 likes. Girls up to 90 likes. Girls up to 90 likes. Like check 1212. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. I think we're one short of 15,000.
Did we shout out Mike for the raid?
One more subscribe. Big up Mike's for the raid as well. Shout out to GVO Mike's for the raid. Happy birthday as well, Mike's. I forgot to message you, but
big up on your strong, bro.
As well, man. Shout out to Mike's each and every time as well. And you know what? We'll go to it next. Actually, Connect, get your thoughts on it as well as Javon's as well. So this is Manchester United. The third bid for Brian and Bremo is in. 65 million guaranteed plus 5 million in add-ons. That's from David Ornstein.
Bro, listen to me. Everybody, they told us to wait until 2028. Do I have to wait for 2028 for signings as well? Do I have to wait until 2028 for signings as well? Listen, I am not even going to be upset because upset would mean that I'm expecting something from these guys. I'm not expecting anything from Ineos. I told everybody this would happen. I said this would happen before when I heard that they wanted to take us over. So I said, this is what's going to happen. Oh, we had a good transfer window. Just wait. I've always said it. Oh, we had a good window. Nah, just wait. Just wait. One good window and then 3 bad consecutive windows after. We're about to go into a preseason. Onana is still in goal. We lost Lindelof, Johnny Evans, and Lissandro Martinez is out until what, January?
Yeah.
And he's out until January.
Some
So
of them ain't
that's
no loss. Hang on,
yeah,
lie. Go.
so that's 3 defenders we've just lost immediately. We need another one. Fredrickson and Heaven are fantastic. Those they cover for 2. We still need another centre back. We need experience at left wing back, and everybody just watch Theo Hernandez take a pay cut and go to Saudi for 24 million. Yeah, I want everybody to know that.
What's the Mateta United source? Drop that. Go on, carry on.
I think that was I saw that from Manchester Evening. I saw that on Manchester Evening News. I don't know. I don't really believe anything from them. Yeah, I don't believe anything they say, but that's the
Ndidi. That's the Ndidi to United story. That. So,
yeah. So for it, I'm looking at them and I'm just looking at this incompetency and everybody, and I'm listening to Man and Said's channel talking about, with Cunha in our team now, and then when Mbeumo signs weekend, what are Man United going to do?
10 place, Cunha, 10.
With Cunha and Mbeumo in this team, you're 13th.
Brother, take off that thing.
Let's my bro, I pray.
Take off that, man.
Alexa, stop. I pray, my bro.
Listen, where you doing shades on?
Just cool, man. I celebrate the championship, didn't it?
What kind of championship, brother?
Come down with their fuckery. I finish show today. Next show.
You're sure? You're sure?
You can't win the chance. You can win the chance of winning that little more. You win a Gold Cup. You don't have that. Ease yourself.
That spin like gig.
You gotta make sure you get it. I can't lie. You gotta get a replica that spins. That shit be fire. That shit be fire. That shit's fire. I can't lie, yo. I'd get one. If my team won a trophy, that's the man I'm getting one.
I mean, and it might be for 4 years, so 4 years of nothing but
yeah. That shit is fire. That shit is fire. And that's the reason I think our business is done, That's the reason that with Mbeumo or without Mbeumo. I know you were skeptical about the signing. Are you saying with or without him, the business is done? Yeah. More business to get done regardless.
Listen,
go on. Thoughts on the actual play.
My whole thing is just, listen, these mans are, I said it before and I said it again. He's not, I rate Mbeumo, he's not 70 million. He's not
brother, but watch out. All of the man them will just go for the 55 millions. Them don't even crack 10 goals. This brother have 20 goals and 7 assists, blood. Like in today's market, this brother is 90 to 100 mil. If him did English, if this pussy was British with flowing hair and an accent, I might, or some fuckery, that pussy would have been 150 mil.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying to
you? Like I said, if I'm Brentford, I would have been asking for more, 100%.
Yeah, because
brother,
he had
hold on. This man is
season, right?
Bro, him have 20 goals and 7 blood clot assists. What we do? What the fuck we do?
Oh, that's for boy.
In the Premier League, we're not talking about Syria. We're not talking about no other fucker league. In the Premier League, right here, right now, with worse players. You can't tell me, say, bro, you couldn't get, if him did a play for City, you couldn't get him for less than 150. Couldn't.
If him play for West Ham at 200 million.
That's why
200. Man spent 100 mil for Declan Rice, and we are talking about Mbeumo not worth it. And then man, they did a talk about, we need to pay them more. Then how much more you got to pay for Mbeumo?
No, the reason being is because of how lazy they were at this whole stalling thing. Man United were trying to big dog Brentford.
Yeah, because the man they're dickhead.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm saying it right now. I'm not saying he's not worth 70 million. I said we could have gotten him. We literally could have signed him for less.
Oh yeah,
we could have signed him for less.
Yeah, but what kind of criminalities you want to do, so?
But we let wingers go who are not at his standard for money, which pushed up his price. That's what they did. They looked at the market and went, whoa, what's going on here? Like that's
No,
what look
but
at the wingers who
I
hold
think
on.
it was
So I
the
say, hold
Ilanga thing
on.
as well.
At 65 plus 5, no sir.
yes.
Yes.
It's 65 plus 5, yeah. Which
Dog, me no see what me and me animal how much? 25?
I'll tell you now.
26.
I'll tell you now. One
No,
second.
check it. Me sure this
Yeah, yeah.
pussy at 25.
I'm gonna tell you now. Give me a second. Yeah, he's 25, but he's gonna be 26
Yeah, brother,
7th
what?
of August. He's 26 like in a couple weeks.
Yeah, okay.
All right, same at 26.
He's 26. Yeah.
Brother, which 26 20 goal Premier League winger only can get? Bro, I'm a striker man playing. Come like what part of 20 goal and seven assists? We not understand.
No.
Before that, what people fail to realize, he put up numbers and performances the past 2 seasons before that.
He's done it like 3 seasons in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
He's done it 3 seasons in a row.
Bro, listen. These are the most fair price buy in the window right now. Works way overpriced. Everybody else way overpriced in comparison to Mbeumo, especially if him can replicate this at Manchester United, which is the big if.
Mbeumo and Cunha, basically. Because
and I think those two are perfect. I've said this. I think those two are perfect foils for
no,
each
it's
other.
perfect. But my whole issue was in this. In June, when the whole Club World Cup thing was going on, this is before Brentford started to even sell. This is when they still had Thomas Frank. Man United had everything in place, so we could have literally have gotten him for 55 plus 5. Everything on that was agreeable, but Man United were trying to dwindle down the price. Why?
So you I understand what you are saying. You're not really a complaint about the price per se. You just say him did available for cheaper before the man them did realize what them have.
Exactly. When you start see freaking more do headache, I go for that much money. Then you see Anthony Hilangbeck, I go for that much money. Then all of a sudden now the deal that all of a sudden now the deal that we had in play now just reject it now. Them say yo. Two clown bags just get sell for that amount of money. Add 20 to the money they know.
That's why the price don't bother me, to be honest.
I know, and what pisses me off is that Mbeumo should have already been at Man United.
Agreed.
We should have had him since June.
Yeah, a long time.
They just added again. All they did was just add unnecessary pressure and unnecessary.
Man, watch Liverpool chased Wirtz, sign Kirkes.
Like 7.
Yeah, sign Kirkes. Go for a couple more players. And Man United all know can't put pen to paper for Mbeumo because you are trying to little bro Brentford. Let me just bring up something that I said to someone.
You mean like how we just little bro Newcastle?
Basically.
See, but you're the difference with the little bro thing. Let's in our position when can little bro any other side.
Yeah.
The mid-table side there. Brother, Uno Phillips below Brentford. What we are talking about?
This is something I had to remind somebody on Saeed's channel because they're like we can't even sell none of our players to any of the mid-table teams. And I'm like, bro, we are mid-table. Like, understand, bar Spurs, the other teams that we finished above got relegated.
Yeah,
Do you think Man United fans understand that? Like, bar Spurs, every other team that we finished above got relegated. Why are you out here talking about mid-table? You can't little bro Brentford. Brentford has finished above you 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're little browning by taking their best player anyway. Oh, this is extra. Taking their best player.
Exactly.
That's what I say. And it speaks. It speaks to where you man as United fans like the man that were more against Ineos. It speaks to just the incompetence on a continuously I talk about because it's like, bro, bro, it's like Jesus Christ. It's like, bro, it's like a girl. It's like a girl come tell us her friend like you, and the friend is like a 9 out of 10. And she gave the playbook. She say, yo, just go to her, ask her how she doing, and you're good. You probably can't. You just chat to her like normal.
You buy her this drink, talk about this musician, this is her favorite. Literally a game plan.
And then you just say, Chuck, man, general man, just shrug off that and just go and say, yo, and big up your chest, and then the girl just cut well if you don't get no girl. Cause you blood clot. Cause you know no sense.
You go over there, go ask her if she have game on her phone. You run your blood.
Yeah, that makes it, bro. Girl, I said, what? You know, yeah, see me, go to her, tell her your favorite car and what kind of internet. What? What were you talking about?
Walk over there and say, yo,
Yeah,
what's your
games on your
favorite
phone.
dinosaur? Like, yo, what's your favorite dinosaur? Like, really?
You get what I'm saying? And that's what the man them do is like, bro, the man them show you a simple layup, nobody under the basket, and you still miss. And you get it back and miss again, and you get it back and miss again.
Mr. The man
And
then give you such a clear empty goal. A tap easy.
Because guess, and you know what's supposed to be also frustrating about it? It's because Cunha added the same vibes, added the exact same vibes. How you land Cunha and fumble Mbeumo. The man them said them don't want nobody else but United, right?
Mm-hmm.
The club say, yo, this are the fee. Clearly, Mbeumo a little bit better than Cunha in terms of just the productivity department, and that's all they need. Brother, listen, United are the market for talk about preference and who's worth.
Anybody
What? You pay what you need for pay, forget what you need for get.
And
Yeah, brother, because Erasmus blood clot Highlander, you striker dog. What we talking about? Erasmus Highlander, you fucking striker dog. I'm blood clot. What the fuck on him? On the left side. Garnacho. I continuously forget this fuck on him. Every fucking stream I forget this pussy name. That's how fucking shit him is. How the fuck you have so much hype and so much everybody talk about Garnacho. Every stream I can't remember your name.
Brawling.
But for some reason, all of a sudden, on no one spend money on Mbeumo, 27 goal contributions added to the roster. We're proving in the league at the top of Cunha.
He had 15 plus the season before. Wow, now
what we do?
Yeah, I'm with you. What we do? Convince me on it. Like I've been saying, like, yo, to anyone who was doubting Mbeumo.
And Mbeumo can play as a inside
forward as well. The season before was super impressive. He got 9 goals, but he got like 9 goals and 8 assists, but it was like 25 games or something.
Bro, this club stand up and fling money for Mason Mount. 3 days
Explain it to me. Explain it to me.
What you say?
Explain it to me, Kineki. Explain it to me. Explain this blood clot to me.
All right.
Why them assign their money and forget to hammer him? Hold on. Why them assign their money and forget to hammer him? Explain why Amarim still in our job. Me need to know. Me know we talk about this every week, but we need one comprehensive coverage. We need breaking news. What the fuck? All right. What we do?
Let me explain it to you. Because you, it's not an issue with you asking this. If you see somebody crash a park car, you know, I go constantly question how that person still have them driving like them driver's license. How you crash a parked car?
You crash a parked car. Get to him and say, you never crash in a parked car. You crash a parked car. Means a bumper clock car no move. But you crash it and it no move.
Exactly. And you wonder how the person still have them driver's license. That is what you're trying to get right through your head right now. Why is Almond still in a job?
And still have what go on? What the fuck I go on? Yo, I can't get past this. I'm flawless. Flawless always have some simple explanation like pressure or some fuckery or incompetence. But brother, this a past incompetence. You don't have no explanation for this.
I tell you all the time, Lex, man. You have to give people the credit they deserve for being stupid. They are just not good at their job. They are awful at their job. As I've been saying from before they got here up until right now, the same way a player can try and just be terrible. Ownership can do that. There's players we watch week in, week out, and there's no lack of effort. You're just dreadful. Certain players are just dreadful. Same way certain artists can't rap. You know what I'm saying? Certain athletes are slow. Like whatever the case may be, they are terrible at what they do, and they're showing this. Like, just look at the decisions they've made. Because it's not minor things. It's not, you made a mistake.
But bro, it's like the man them. It's like the man them schizophrenic, bro. Because 1 minute it look like them do something, and then them just do bare foolishness after that. It's like why can't just. You already have the blueprint because you do the right thing here and there.
Someone once told me, you don't understand why stupid people do what them do. You just sit and shake your damn move past. So if United will continue not being competitive and not being a good team,
bro.
But watch out. All right. Here what the confusing thing about that. Yeah? Now under this new regime, you can have it for say, yo, the signings better. You get what I say? The man them not just fling a Rasmus and fling a Garnacho and fling a next man. They must sign quality. You can see, you can look on the players where they must sign and you can see, because between me and you, if it's just that, bro, me no know. It's like them can't finish the puzzle, man.
Yes, you know why they can't visit the puzzle? Because they are not bright.
They're not right.
They're not bright. They're not good at their job.
They might try to put that square peg in
flawless. Imagine we have to sit down next season and watch Mboimo and Bomboclad Cunha underperform just because the man say, oh, let's try with Amarim. Bro, what the fuck can I try with, dog? I'm not even like say a girl where you breed, you say, all right, just for the sake of the child, make us stay with her. Not even that.
It's not that. But what the issue is the fact that make the same exact issue. The same exact mistake they are now making with Amarim, they made with Ten Hag. You don't learn from your mistakes. Go on.
So all them money reach $1 billion. That me want to know.
Say that again.
All them money reach $1 billion. You know, me feel like flawless.
They may be great business. No, because there's a difference. They can be great businessmen. In whatever field they're in.
And we
but
saw
being
that
successful in football, them skills are not necessarily transferable. I can concentrate and talk about football. Fine. NBA to an extent.
So I run thing with the other than flawless.
Yeah, get me talking about cycling or golf, it's a wrap.
All right, I'm done with you. I'm done with this Bumbleclad YouTube thing. Whatever them I do, I want to do.
Yeah.
Find out.
Big man thing. Yo, listen. Me want to be an idiot at football. That me want me. Me have too much sense in our wrong field.
What you got to understand though, whether it's ownership, whether it's managers, coaches, whoever in field, sometimes it's who you know and not what you know. How many times do we hear stories about a player being more talented than everybody else, where he didn't get that break for whatever reason? Because I don't know, the training was too far from his house or something like that.
Yeah.
You get me?
Or someone, the coach who was picking knew the player's dad. So he went with that player, even though the other players better. It can just be something as simple as
watch a beat out in mother.
Yeah, man. No, you have to bring that up as a fact sometimes. A fact sometimes. Do you know these soccer? Do you know these soccer moms, bro? Just
like Scott McTominay and Fergie. Yeah, man.
And Fergie, man. You know what?
Yeah, man.
Flawless. I chose. Why? What do you mean?
I didn't say you was wrong. Did I say you was wrong?
Yeah, because
hey, yo, as a matter of fact, yo, no can't talk to Scott McTominay, by the way, the pussy there, the man in an Italian suits with a slick back. That me tell you.
Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, level up since he left United.
With it, Napoli, with it, and alongside KDB. But Claude, the man them left United and I live life. Before I United, they have for go to live life. No, the man them flip that. I best days of my life. I best days of my blood clot life.
Because
me never know my life yet. See my side, yeah. Look on some the richest owners in the Premier League. Fuck that. A history to this. Tell them a history to this. Because when you say, oh, we have Isaac and we are going to sign EKITIKE, the big boss knock on the door and say, oh, hold on, the brother. And I said this work.
Pick
one. Newcastle, pick one. You don't have no Newcastle. Pick one, you can't have two.
Because
we're not going to allow that. Bro, no, yo, what? Me I live nice. I suffer in my childhood. Why for that? Another way there.
Yeah, football.
Why for the whole of that? Jesus Christ. Why?
Yo, pausing this up.
Mute and come back. Mute a bit and then come back again, bro.
I didn't even think it was a wife. I knew what you meant, but you
because put it like this. Yeah, put it like this. What Lexa says is true because all three of you here have heard me bring up at least 10 players' names as just scouting 10 players, and you all see what those 10 players have end up doing. I am doing better than 90% of Man United scouts. Me no work for Man United. Me no work for Man United. Man Ronnie talk about Luis Henrique, the Brazilian, for 5 years. Inter Milan. Man I talk about what him name? Marin, the centre back, gone to PSG. Me I talk about Isak. They are Newcastle about to go to Liverpool. When me run us talk about all of them players, all I ever heard was, brother, like you really sitting down and watching these obscure leagues? Yeah, because when me I watch Caicedo when him they at the Sudamericana at Del Valle, and I say, yeah, go sign him for 300k. Why we are going to Ecuador and sign a random baller? Well, to the random baller there, Chelsea, literally the best DM in the world right now. You know, like there he is. Man United's coach rejected Caicedo, they rejected Gakpo, they reject all of these players, but go sign Garnacho. Yeah? You reject Ivan Tony and go sign Rasmus Highland. Like, I don't even have the patience to get angry with you guys. You turned down Ivan Tony and spent 72 million on Rasmus Highland because that makes sense. Yeah? That makes sense. Me have to ask, yo, common sense was raining outside, but I can see that Man United brought their umbrellas, bro.
Umbrellas.
Yeah? Common sense are rain outside and Man United just outside with them umbrella. I can't stand these guys. I can't stand them. And I don't know what it is about them. Man United should have never been in this position to begin with. All of this, because as I was saying before, it started with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In what world do you have a strike force that's competing with Liverpool's strike force on goals? Please remember it. People in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, and Marcus Rashford were 20 goals behind Salah, Firmino, and Mane. Correct me if I'm wrong. We had a front three all on 20 goals. All on 20 goals.
They were all 20 goals, but it was high. Like it was super productive.
Yeah.
It was all 20, but
And then we had Cavani, we had Pogba, we had Van de Beek, we had Fred, we had Matic, we had all of these. Even with they outscored Liverpool's front three. That does not make it worse. We had all of that, and Carlo Ancelotti was available. And you kept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Dead.
You kept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What would Man United have looked like if we had sacked Ole after assembling that team and put an actual manager there? Who is it? Am I echoing?
Nah, that'd be good. I think it's just background noise from Lex. That's all.
Oh, hold on.
Just go on. That's all it is. Go on.
So
go on.
I'm looking at it and I'm saying, you had that team. We had the strongest team in the Premier League. I'm not hearing it from anybody. David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire, even though I don't rate Maguire at all. Alex Telles, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Greenwood, Rashford, Anthony Martial, Edison Cavani, Jadon Sancho, Donny van de Beek. Who was the other centre back on the bench again? We had Eric Bailly, you had Luke Shaw, you had Diego Delo was on loan. We had literally the strongest team in the Premier League. Player for player, we had the strongest team in the Premier League. We had a team of lions, and those lions were being managed by a donkey. Sun Tzu said it himself. I'd rather have a lion go to war with a bunch of donkeys than have a bunch of lions being led by a donkey, bro. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had that Manchester United team, and Carlo Ancelotti was available. Antonio Conte was available. Luis Enrique at the time was available. Hansi Flick, flawless, was available, and we kept Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Sure.
And
And watch
just to
him
quickly,
completely
without going on to
ruin that.
Mr. Tim, who says no, he didn't. Like I say this all the time. If a manager is at a football club and he wants certain players and he doesn't get certain players and he gets other players and then he chooses to stay, you have then said, okay, these players are good enough. Don't give me that same way I don't give Amarim a blind. I'm not giving Ollie a blind. You can leave.
All
If
he
you are
wanted,
promised,
Sancho.
if you are promised, whether he wanted him or not, because we don't even need to go down this rabbit hole, but let me just clarify this. Whether he wanted him or not is not the conversation. But let's say hypothetically he didn't. If you are as a manager being given players you don't believe are good enough to do your job, leave your job. Otherwise, you are complicit. Sorry. You are
Yeah,
in
because
agreement with what's going on. We're not doing that. Same thing with Amarim. Go on.
because of that them job. At the end of the day, bro, the man and yo, them man ahead of recruitment to them. Them are the manager. Your job is to make do with whatever HR bring in. Like any work in the world. Whoever HR bring in, you might get to talk to them or interview them, but at the end of the day, you have to work with them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the JT, Ancelotti got 10th with Everton. Ancelotti was ranked at the top of the league with Everton for 3 months. Now, let's get, and that was with Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, and James Rodriguez and Doucouré.
Hey, people in the chat. Before the town of foolishness, yeah? Let me just explain something to you before I get upset.
Go on.
Not because you see a specific result with someone involved means that they're no good. There's always circumstances to the situation. You get what I say? So for instance,
sport. Please remember it's a team sport.
Yeah, just as how we can continuously say that if a better manager was at Arsenal, Arsenal would be winning trophies. We can still say the same thing, is that if a good manager is at a shit club, you can look at the fact that they finish higher in the table as an attribute to say, okay, he never had the players in comparison to the league position. So for instance, take Amarim, for example. He has the players for probably like a 6 to 8 place finish. He finished 15th. What does that mean? He is shit. I don't care what anyone wants to say. I don't care how them want to spin it. I don't care how them say, oh, recruitment needs to hire the players for his system. Fuck him and his system. His job is not to be a system. His job is to be the manager and get results. End of story, blood.
And if you guys want a positive example to what he just said, look at Nottingham Forest. They had the team to finish low mid table, then damn near finish top 4. So that
and then some and then them idiots are gonna say, oh, but they recruited for Nuno. No, they did not. They did not.
All of them players come from the season before.
Exactly. Nuno just went there, saw the players, and said, Elanga fast. Chris Wood can score if you put him in a certain positions. Whoever up on the left wing can do this. Whoever there can do this. And just
nope.
Out and then gives White. And you get what I'm saying?
The perfect example as well. Lex Schlutt. Remember when everybody was saying, oh, Xabi Alonso should go to Liverpool. Xabi Alonso should go to Liverpool. And I said, no, Liverpool should sign Schlutt. Schlutt is what they need.
Simplest. And them time they talk about Schlutt, man, say, you might not even know how to spell that.
Exactly. Schlutt went there. This is what the effect is.
Signings.
Schlutt went there and saw those players that Lex said during that previous season with Klopp, with him a cost Klopp, yeah? We for win the league. Klopp are the reason why we never win the league. These players right here can win the league. Klopp are the reason why we never win the league. Schlutt came in and said, yo, I am going to take these same players, I'm going to put them in this system, and me are going to win the league. What did Schlutt do?
But you know what's funny about it? Say never really take them and put them in a particular system.
No?
And this may try to get people to understand. The reason I trust Slut is because I realize what he does. Whatever attributes or strengths you have as a player in a particular position, you just do that, blood. Gravenberch can beat the press. Gravenberch is in a position where you need to beat the press. McAllister can do McAllister things. McAllister is put in a position where McAllister things work. Luis Diaz is Luis Diaz. Dribble, sometimes score. That's all him do. Salah, create and score. That's all him do. Sabasly shit. That's all him do. Even the shit players, him put in the position, and if them shit, them just gonna look like shit. That's simple as that.
Sabasly shit, but him have a little pace and power, and him utilize him pace and power over the.
Him just utilize it so long. When words come in, people say, "Oh, he's not going to fit the system." Shut up. Because it's not a particular system. He is pragmatic enough as well as advanced enough to just, bro, how much years me I telling you? How long me I telling you? Say, all we need to do is stop the bag of bumbuckler running, dog.
You did say this.
As soon as we jump in our mid-block and stop the fucking running, the man don't stop injured and we win the fucking league. Why it's so hard, bro? Why it's so hard? Not so hard, brother. Like somebody need to call me. Call me. I give them my bank account numbers and you just send me money for make sensible decisions. Everything, I can freelance.
You know, I realize between all four of us here, we don't find it difficult because maybe it's on us who have a higher footballing IQ than the average.
You want pretty it up. We not find it difficult because we are not blood clot idiot. We have sense.
Yeah, because no. How much time me come here, sir, and I complain about it with my team and other team? No? How much time you come here, sir, and I complain?
And that's why, even though you have on that damn glasses there, me know next year you're gonna cuss again because Mariska no good. You can't tell me nothing. I don't care what you want to say. Mariska good for the half game. He can beat a side 5 love, but guarantee you the next couple games he's gonna fuck. Guarantee you.
For the long run, it still needs to be seen what am I going to do. But my main point
is... Brother, you can't trick.
And they're not
tricking. This is just like, listen. This is just like how Vita can't trick me. You can't trick me.
Just like who?
Vita,
flawless no.
Well, which name is the
I know what. I know
Vita, bro.
Arteta called to the great bald man.
No, man, the Vita try to trick him, man.
Arteta, American name, nothing I same fucking sentence.
I know Arteta, me say, Vita, me say, listen. The reason I say that is, bro, listen. All right, you can drop the gimmick now, dog. You really want to win the Premier League and Champions League. Just stop the bullshit.
No, I agree with you now. But at the same time, you know why Arteta, American name, and I see him sentence.
No, I know Arteta, me say, Vita, me say.
Okay. No. I'm not arguing with you when it comes out to that.
We don't have time to talk about Arteta. Because everybody get excited about Gyökeres this, Gyökeres that. Fuck Gyökeres. What the fuck am I going to do? What am I going to do? Man, get out of here. Well, you know why? Because just like instead of get blood clot Eze or somebody who can be creative to help Gyökeres, wanted to buy mother fucking week. You stupid bunch of
more do headache, bro.
What do you sense in that? My youth, all my days. Mother wicked. Why? No
more
reason.
More headache, bro.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you why. At the same, remember Flawless. Remember me saying at the Q&A the other day. The reason why Trump did there at the podium, I hold the medal is because him and Todd Bowley and them are bridging. Listen, in America, let me tell you this about American billionaires. All of them American billionaires here know each other. Some of them are friends, some of them are not friends, and most of them are just acquaintances. But for but them know each other, bro. So when you see Trump down there, people are saying, "Oh, it's because he's president." No, because I'm bridge inside. Because I'm on bridge inside, bro.
You know, say, hey, me have a gimmick ready for running this. If Gyökeres come here and flop, I wanted a centre back inside.
No. But watch out. All right, we done.
Aren't they trying to sign another centre back now?
Hold on. We definitely are gonna use that gimmick. Let's save that flawless. Save that.
Save that. Yeah, we're gonna use that.
100%. Perfect. But I don't think he's going to flop. But I don't think he'll be enough. You know why? Because Arteta are gonna just do a bunch of bullshit. You know what I say? Mama tell you, I already predict the first bullshit what I'm gonna do. And it's not start Yakkers to the first couple games. That's the first bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna come with some bullshit or we trust Kai Havertz, Jesus is
man.
We're trying to work him into some fuckery.
Bro. Oh, Gabriel Jesus in a 2025.
I'm gonna say,
hey, brother, we are called Gabriel Jesus shit from India City, you know.
Yeah, man, Jogo Finito, bro. What you talking about, man?
Jogo Finito.
No, 2025.
No,
yeah, man, the man them.
You not believe Arteta gonna do that. You watch.
Yeah, and then every time before his birthday, before the 25th of December, the 3 weeks before that, you see him resurrect, him go up on farm, and then they crucify him again. And you're not gonna see him back.
Yeah.
Now you're not gonna see him back until the next season, November.
Yeah, and all the Arteta gonna do, them are gonna take some mid-season break, go to Dubai, so man can feed him meat. Why? And then
one in a dog, call that win part 2.
Call it, yo, you call win this time, you know.
This time.
Yeah, man, this time, bro.
Oh no, win JK.
We're just kidding.
Just kidding.
Man say, man like win. The prequel after the sequel, you know.
That's what I say. And this is the thing, bro. Look how much years we tell them, say, yo, get a striker. Oh, no, wait till everybody get striker for get a striker, blood. That makes sense. No, and then you don't even get. All right, we can say we get one of the most, the top scorer for the last year, yeah? Probably in the world or whatever. But, brother, Nunes did bag like 30 enough. Nunes did do it too.
Yes,
and then when you look, all right, so what I know, man, them tell me this. The profile of Yakkers and Nunes, how much different it looked to you?
The only difference is that Yakkers can create for himself to some extent.
No, he can't. No, the only difference is that.
Hold on.
This makes hold on. No. If you're gonna attack my point, if you're gonna
me not gonna attack your point. Hold on. Me not gonna attack your point. Me just have to say this to you. Me want you go and look on the goal them with that pussy score for it.
Oh.
Just do that.
When Nunes score. Okay.
Yeah, bro. Me I tell you say, yo, all right, I'm extraordinarily shit because I'm inconsistency. But every now and then, every 10 games, this brother just do something spectacular. We make the little idiot them the top rate. What we call for one them? We know we call United top rates. For one top rates too? Me no know.
The Scousers, bro.
Yeah. Them man they go home and say, Jano, he's such a good player. If only, brother. We're Liverpool Football Club. We can't do if only. Yeah, him can wrap it with bro. Me see this brother chip keeper. Me see this brother wrap it with the left, wrap it with the right, finish low, finish high, him do everything. Guess what? Still shit.
I mean, inconsistency. Kill him on that.
Told everybody.
Because him too. Because at the clip where we create, bro. If you look on the creative, if you look on some pass and some ball where Mrs. Salah play to them, man. Me start sit back. Me I watch a video with Salah create. I'm a pause the video. I sit back and me I say, say just because the brother Egyptian, him bad, you know.
Yeah, man. Salah
like him no one bar, him no like one Neymar, but bro, when you see pass them and left him foot, the little Trivela pass into the 6-yard box, nobody can touch that, but the ball away him pass it to, and then the man miss. Luis Diaz miss.
Bro,
Nunes miss.
Bro,
McAllister miss. The man could have broke scoring and set the record last year.
Bro, you give me PTSD. Jackson is worse when it comes on to finishing than Nunes. But you see the same whole chance creation for Nunes you talk about. Me see Palmer put some ball on a plate for Jackson.
You mean? Me see same thing.
I mash up the TV when I watch, brother. When I watch it.
And then like a little dumpy them we just look for numbers. Oh, the numbers. when they look on the numbers, them say, oh, Palmer had a bad year. Yeah, man, Armagy.
Listen to me, yeah?
And guess what? If Jackson did just score 5 out of the 15 chance them when miss from Palmer foot, he would then hear everybody say, oh my God, Palmer is so great. Oh my God.
That's what it is. It's a stat-based narrative. It's a stat-based narrative. Because when I'm talking to Arsenal fans about Gyökeres, they're like, oh, Kaneki, you're just hating on Gyökeres. I'm like, bro, you don't know Gyökeres more than me.
You don't.
All right? You
And,
do
and,
not
and,
know.
and you know what funny, Kineki? You know what funny? Gyökeres can work, bro.
Yeah.
But guess what?
Them not gonna make it work.
Arteta now gonna make it work, bro.
I don't think
And
work
that
to the
was
extent to the level they want. I still think he gets
no.
goals. But
No,
it'd
no,
be
no.
like, right,
What
yeah.
Lex mean? His potential because of the coach and the incompetent of the coach and the incompetent signing surrounding the coach, surrounding that player. If let's say he was let's say I'm supposed to hit 45 goals. I mean, just I said numbers.
Yeah.
Lucky if he hit 20 or 25. Him not gonna maximize his potential.
Because here's something that I'm trying to prove to somebody, that I proved to somebody. Look at Arteta's Arsenal and look at Manchester City and tell me you do not see Arteta trying to replicate and try and build a mini Manchester City.
But here what my biggest problem though, Kinect. You know what my biggest problem? Well, no, you're not in my background.
You kind of know me. What are you gonna say?
A little bit, but
the thing. All right, you see if the signings then did that much, you could have said yeah. You get what I say? So for instance, you see we go to a profile of striker in a Isak. We're not gonna get Isak. All right, we'll go for EKITIKE. Very similar profiles. You get what I say? And why is that? Because when you slot them in the team with whatever system or whatever, formation, it work. It work. But when you have to sign when you have to sign Gyökeres, and then your team, even though them could have used better creativity from a central perspective. Then the man them are each. Then your next signing is Madueke. The sequence don't line up. Because then the journalists them are come out and say, oh well, now Arsenal need to sell a player to go get EZE or sell a player to do this, and then them a haggle over the price of Gyökeres. It makes you sit back and wonder, what is the aim here? Because there's no cohesion.
Lex, the thing is, as I said before, is he's trying to replicate Manchester City. Look at Gyökeres and look at Haaland and tell me the similarities.
No, hold on. We're not gonna do this. Because even during the replication, it's wrong. That is
what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, Javon. It's wrong.
But they don't have a bank account. They don't have a bank account for that.
No, it's not the bank account. I mean the players.
No, but hear me. Let's take a stop.
Shining gets it before you consider Javon. Shining gets it because that's what I'm just about to say. Freaking Madu headache is literally a freaking
Doku, you know.
Freaking Doku.
But why am not signing Marmouche? It might do it the wrong way.
Let's take a step and break down what Alex say now football, actual literal football in terms. Let's just say Odegaard is not doing enough from a central standpoint, so you need a more creative person centrally, which would be EZE, or you have to take a punt part and worry, right? The reason why it says that, because look at the wingers that Arsenal deploys. What are their best attributes? Saka not really run past man and put ball in the box. That man beat man and go shoot himself.
No, well, him do, and every now and again him do the floater in the box, but it's not like the man them go and sign Olivier Giroud, them sign Gyökeres.
And it's not, and they don't have creative wingers. Creative winger like a Neto, we are going dribble, beat him man when ready, but have the passing. No. For Karike, just a little bit, a big lapse in them creative, in them what you call? Say for instance, you said them shorter goal scoring in terms of the lack of creativity sometimes. It's not that they don't create, because they create a lot of chances and Havertz misses a lot of chances.
I said this yesterday.
But whenever you need someone for change up a game, whenever you need someone for actually do something different, You get what I say? What them resort to? What do you see Arsenal resorting to? Is do they resort to subbing on Enwary to change the game? No. Them wait till like 90 something minutes for sub on Enwary, and then what them do? What them do from the 75th minute in our game?
Long
Where them
ball,
can't win? Long ball.
Corner kick,
Throw-ins, long throw-ins, long free kick, this and that, blah blah blah. Like, come on, guys, guys.
Which brings me back to my main point. If Arsenal cannot exploit their top qualities of both their wingers, where is the creativity going to come from? Which goes back to why
one of them centre back man.
Which is why you need an EZE, because it's shown that Odegaard, because of the injury.
No, because
is centre back.
Javon, and listen to it. Listen to it now. Why I'm saying that he's trying to make it's basically somebody what can draw a trace over the drawing, the picture or what somebody else draw. That is what Arteta is doing with Arsenal. He's trying to trace a Manchester City, and it's failing. Eze would be their Marmouche in a sense, if you think about it. That's what Eze would be. Look at the person, look at the play style. Look at it.
A B-Tech Marmouche, isn't it?
That is what it is. Gyökeres and Erling Haaland are almost the same kind of players. They need someone to create for them. When they don't have the ball, you're playing with a man down.
Bars.
That is what it is. I've been saying it, and a lot of people think I'm hating. Arteta is making a poor man version of Manchester City. That is what he's doing. Here's the Timu Manchester City, the Alibaba Manchester City. That is what he's doing. That is what Arteta is trying to do, and it's pissing me off because I'm like, you're signing Gyökeres. My main problem with them signing Gyökeres is this: your play style is not for Gyökeres.
Do you think they change it though?
They're going to the detriment of the team.
Exactly. Even if them change it, you still have to. Even if you change it, I think personally, them just need a few more. A few more players. Like one or two more players to put in the system for actually make it better. You get what I say? So for instance, what you would then now change it to is to change it to a style of play where it suits Gyökeres and Saka. It have to suit both of them. Here's the problem that you're going to have. Here's the problem that you're going to have in trying to do that. Your left-sided player has to be creative. And it have to be like an inverted. It can't be a touchline winger.
No.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It have to be a cutting brother. No, Eze could have probably work as like a hybrid 10/winger. Sometime out on the wing, sometime in the 10, try for cutting, play a little true balls and them thing there.
Yeah, like
more creativity on the left side.
Like Coutinho.
Yeah. The problem that you man are going to have is when you have out there what? Possibly Madueke or Martinelli?
Yeah, it's going to be Madueke or Martinelli.
Exactly. So then how you change the system now? How you do that?
Their midfield has nothing. So look at this now. Look at what happened to Manchester City the moment they changed their system to try and accommodate Erling Haaland. Look what happened.
And them look better without it.
Yes. But
it's just that when you need it. But the thing, mama tell you. The issue where Gyökeres really fix Arsenal, it's not necessarily the big games per se. It's them little games against the little teams where them continuously miss big chances and draw and lose them game. You get what I say?
Right.
Because I think Gyökeres can bully the smaller teams.
Yeah,
even though they might, and this is why I say, you need the look. You get what I say, Flawless? You need the look unlocking man them for unlock the defense and thread a true ball to Gyökeres.
Because Gyökeres signing to them is this now. The fluidity that they would have up top. Granted, we mock Havertz. I mocked Mourinho at striker. Look at how they play. The reason why a lot of their players are so dominant is because the person that's playing up top would drop into midfield. That is how it's always been with them. That is It's like how you watch Liverpool try and transition from a Roberto Firmino into just an out and out striker. Liverpool didn't just get an out and out striker like that. They went from a false nine to a false nine/9, and then they just gradually made their way up. Arsenal didn't do that. What Liverpool went from Firmino to Jota to Darwin Nunes, and now they're going. Are probably going to go to Isak. This is what it was.
Something that, hold on, no, EKITIKE we're gonna get.
No, I'm saying one out of them. One out of them, basically.
One out of the two, yeah.
We'll get your thoughts
It
on
look
that.
like
Before
a
we continue,
EKITIKE.
you lot, make sure you hit run up the likes. You lot continue. I don't even know if we're at 100 likes. If we're not, girls up to 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button on the channel. Javon, his Wi-Fi went, but Javon, make sure you subscribe to the Final Whistle podcast. The links underneath in the description, people. Links underneath in the description. Links also it's also on the featured channel page as well. The Final Whistle podcast on YouTube. Big up to Sai. I can't put up the super chat on the screen, but I appreciate it. He says, I'm happy with EKITIKE. He's still raw. He can improve a lot in the system. Isak is never leaving this summer. Bring me Rodrigo, a centre back, a CDM, a DM. We go 21. First,
yes.
I'm saying first, and on that as well. Let me get to that. So this is it's mixed about EKITIKE. It's pretty much just, it seems it's very. Where is it now? Just trying to find it. So this is saying HUGO EKITIKE and Liverpool reached an agreement over 6-year contract. The player only wants Liverpool. That's in the last 24 hours from Fabrice Hawkins. However, there's been a mix. Liverpool advancing in talks for HUGO EKITIKE. Liverpool are working with Frankfurt and HUGO's camp discussing final terms in order to reach an agreement. The deal will only be closed out only if Newcastle will definitely close their doors for Isak after usual stance remaining for sale since the start of the window, and that's from Fabrizio Romano. On top of that, Liverpool are advancing in talks with Frankfurt over the transfer of EKITIKE. The club's proposed package to sign the 23-year-old striker is in excess of 80 million euros, 69.2 million pounds. And before you go, personal terms are not expected to be an issue. So that's from Ornstein. So Ornstein saying that personal terms haven't been agreed, but it's looking like they will be. Other reports are saying differently. But yeah, Lex, your thoughts on it's looking like HUGO EKITIKE and how he fits in. For
be honest with you, me did want to hear where Kaneki think about that.
Okay, cool. Yo, Kaneki, floor's yours.
All right, then. So my thought process on his signing is that's a flipping fantastic signing from Liverpool, especially with the manager that he will be working under. Because I fully trust Slut now to help mold EKITIKE into the striker that Liverpool needs him to be. His fundamentals are there, all right? The groundwork that they need to work on for him is there now. He's there now. It's there now. His technical ability is there, and his reading of attacking play is there. What they need to have now for them now to work on now is his strengths, his in-game management as a striker, the running of channels, how to target the weak links in a centre-back period. What Liverpool will need from EKITIKE now, they will be able to coach that into him now. It's not a sense of they're signing a proven striker, so they have to change the way they play to match him. This is now them signing a complete. This is them being given a piece of marble. Now your job is to chisel that into the statue you want it to be. That's the perfect thing about this EKITIKE signing for them now. This is not okay, we have the statue, where do we put it? No, for Liverpool, this is not, there's the statue, where are you going to put it? So it fits everything. No, it is you have the piece of marble now. Carve it into the statue that you need, not the statue that you want. Carve it into what you need it to be. So it fits with everything. His fundamentals are there. His tactical ability is there. His intelligence is there. What is needed from him now is just genuine coaching, one-on-ones, sitting down, having to learn how everybody plays. A new player comes into their system now. Etikite is going to be the first one now as the striker. Yo, we're signing. Let's go and say random name. Liverpool now have Salah. Liverpool now signed Takafusa Kubo. Etikite now is now going to be shown. This is the winger we're signing. This is his strengths. This is his weaknesses. When you play with him, play beside of him in the team, this is what we expect you to do now. Yeah, this is where they are now being able to make a fluid number 9. It's basically like what Jose Mourinho did with Anthony Martial, what Van Gaal and Mourinho did with Martial. We signed a striker and turned him into one of the best creative left wingers we had in our team. What this is now is just them being able to mold him into what they need, not what they want. Mold him into what they need to suit their play. How will molding him get the best out of all these players now? Gakpo is now going to be his new partner. This guy is going to be his new partner. Wirtz is going to be here. So it's all going to be a sense of, yo, we're signing him, and now it's time to coach him. Develop that mind of him now, how to turn him into the striker you need him to be. Liverpool correctly right now don't need a 40 goal a season striker. It would be nice for them to have it. They don't need a 40 goal a season striker. If they can have Etikite help them make 40 goals, that's different. That's a fantastic striker. So instead of scoring 40 goals, it's 25 goals, 15 assists. That's 40 flawless.
True.
So that's how I'm looking at it now. I don't know if what LFC Sai and what Lex would think. No, as I said before, I'm looking at this as a football fan. I want to hear what Liverpool fans would say, because you watch your team more in depth than me. I can tell you what I believe. You need to tell me what I need to see, which is why I'm saying I want to see Liverpool's preseason to see how they're going to play. What's this new system they're going to put in?
For instance, how I see this now is, you see some of the times when you're watching Nunes play, you understand pick up, yeah?
Yeah, I understand.
Yo?
Yeah,
You can hear
we
me?
hear you.
Yeah,
we hear you, man.
Yeah. So man say, you see, sometimes when you see the positions when Nunes pick up, in a lot of the cases, I think Ekitike, his decision making will be better. His finishing will be better than Nunes, and his dribbling is obviously way better than Nunes. So so counter attacks will be better, breaking down low blocks will be better. Him have a good pass on him foot, and we can work with that, because all we need is a stronger improvement, someone we can rely on more consistently. You get what I say?
Yes.
Right.
Have that. You get me?
Your audio chip out for a bit a while ago, bro.
Yeah. Broke up a little.
Yeah, man said, based on that is the improvement that we'll have, the improvement that we need right now. Because as you rightfully say, it's not a case where we're deprived of goals. You get what I say?
No.
What we are deprived of is decision making, reliability, consistency from a striker, from our 9. And this brother, you can see him can play, him understand how to play as a striker, him understand how to cut across the defender, how to do a lot of things from a striking perspective, but he also has a creative edge. It's just a refining.
Exactly.
And I've seen a lot of players come to Liverpool and get refined, so I'm not worried about it.
See? This is why I really appreciate it now that you guys are seeing it now.
Just to add something. The only addition I'd have is that Isak would have just slotted.
Yes.
This brother will have some work to do. Isak would have just slotted. Isak we probably wouldn't even have to teach him much.
You'd have to temper your game a bit though. You would have to temper
Huh?
your game a bit. No, I said you'd have to tweak your system a bit for
What?
him,
What? For
for
Isak?
Isak. Yeah, I'm not saying you're going to
Why?
have to change your whole
So that him
system.
not pull a hamstring?
Not only not pull a hamstring, it would be a case of, you see, like how Gakpo likes to drift, that whole drifting with
Mm.
Gakpo now, with Isak there now, the type of
Mm.
spaces that Gakpo would like to drift into, those pockets are
Mm.
where Isak likes to be in. So
Oh.
it would be a way how to not have Isak and Gakpo be in each other's way.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
But I see him and Anthony Gordon do a pretty good job with that.
yeah, and that's what I mean. How they had to tweak
Yeah.
the system so they don't get in each other's way. So what I'm seeing with it now is that you would refine him into being that player that can help change a game when everything else is failing. As I said, rightfully so, I will bring up Anthony Martial. Do you know how much games we won because Anthony Martial just decided he's going to hold the ball up, dribble past a couple players, and bring Marcus Rashford into the game? There was a goal we scored. He assisted Bruno Fernandes, where that goal was just pure Martial. Pogba gave him it. He literally controlled the ball, drift past two players, and send the ball in, just fizz the ball into the box. And Bruno scored. All that
Yeah.
came from his hold-up play. Liverpool players, one of your most dangerous things your players have is those late runs into the box. From McAllister, Sobozlai, Wirtz, you have so much players that arrive in the box late. And that's a trait. Even Frimpong right now is someone that would arrive in the box late for those type of goals. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying now is, with him as a striker, Etikite, you can help mold him basically to show, hey, when we're going up against low blocks, Gakpo is weak against this. Salah is weak against this. Wirtz is weak against this. What I need
Mm.
you to do, I need you to now drag these players out the way so these guys can thrive. That is how I'm looking at it now. What you said is correct, and it's something that I would want to see now. That's something I want to see now. When you say how it refines, how you guys refine a player. So I want to see on what level and how more in depth into the technical side of football will you refine etiquette. Are you going to be on a case of Edison Cavani of your job is still to score goals, but you can chip in with assists here and there, or are you going to turn him into a Benzema? Those are the two roles I'm looking at Etiquette now at Liverpool. Will you want to mold him into a Cavani or mold him into a Benzema? Those two are the type of strikers I can. Those are the two parts I see from him. So you and LFC side would have to try and tell me, are trying to speak that to me now, because that's what I'm so excited to see now. If you do sign him, what
So
type
yeah,
of
all
role
right.
do you
What
think would fit
role?
you better? Yeah, what striking role do you think would fit your team better? The Cavani or the Benzema? Because he can be one of the two. So which role will you try to refine him into?
Him need for be honest with you, for be honest with you, it would to me, it would have be it would have be hmm.
You see
It would have
that
be a hybrid. Let me tell you, it would have be a hybrid. We need. All right, let me tell you what we need. We don't. To me, the reason why Isak is the perfect match in our system is because of his finishing, his
yeah,
reliability, and
that
the
is true,
consistency and finishing. You
and
get
his
what I say?
fitness as well.
Because the thing where people we all right, watch it. We did already have mad creativity with Salah alone. Now we have Salah and Wirtz
And Frimpong. Don't forget that.
and
Curtis and
Frimpong.
Frimpong.
So what do we need now? We just need if we can link because we also have players who can score. So when it comes time to put a true ball to a player that is more advanced than you, i.e. Salah or Wirtz, play the true ball and don't fumble it like Soboslai. You get what I say? Or Nunes. You get what I say? Enough time that man they just make the wrong pass and mess up our counter attack. Just be more consistent in that avenue than them, and then also to be like a Cavani. Well, not even like Cavani. Cavani used to miss a whole heap of chance, brother.
No,
Be more efficient.
Before you go,
you gotta get enough chances.
Let me get to the super chat from quickly from Sai. Sai, big up for the second super chat. Says Kaneki has said here so many times I want EKITIKE because he suits the system so well. And
it suits him.
It's very dangerous when their attack is fluid. Hey,
it suits him.
Appreciate it, man. Sorry,
big up Sai for that. And what I'm saying is this: it's not only case of I know that Cavani missed chances, but what I'm saying is this: Cavani was the press. So all the pressing that you used to see back when, I'm talking about Cavani at Napoli. That's the Cavani I'm talking about. The Cavani that had Hamsik behind him, Hamsik and Lavezzi and these guys. So I'm like, the Cavani that was the guy that kick-started the press.
Yeah.
The one that helped pin teams' defense back. And who chipped in with assists here and there, but his job was, in 5 shots, score 2 goals. That's what I mean by when I said, will you try and make him like that? He's your pressing trigger.
5 shots, score 2 goals. No, we need it to be a 5 shot. Well, 5 shots, score 2 goals, not bad.
It's bad, And shout out Real McCoy for it. That is basically what I'm trying to say. Finishing, because his finishing needs to be better than Cavani. But that's what I'm trying to say. Those are the 2 paths I'm looking at. EKITIKE engine is fantastic. So when teams are trying to build up from the back and you have him as the press, that can help you pin teams there. That's what I'm saying. What are you going to try and do? Because even though I told you I know he doesn't rate Nunes, what he did,
but you have to remember, it's a hybrid.
And that right there is why I said I want you and Sai to explain it now to me now. Because I can tell you what I think the type of striker that I think Liverpool needs. You and Sai will have to know, tell me exactly what.
To be honest with you, when we think, the only thing we think can happen is them a go just like use the attributes of him have to just mesh with the man them. You get what I said? So for instance, whatever EKITIKE is good at, him gonna utilize those attributes in conjunction to what everybody else is good at. You get what I say? So for instance, if him not gonna tell EKITIKE to just sit down in the box and be an out and out striker because that's an place that
that's not his 100%.
You get what I say? So it's a case where I just think, and I think it will work perfectly. And the reason I think it will work perfectly is because of how fluid our players are. You get what I say? In terms of just the profiles that we have. We don't have like the same player in each position. We don't have a man who want run in behind, but then a camera want shoot. We have a camera want pass the ball, and when a player run in behind him can get a true ball from anybody.
That is true.
You get what I say?
Yeah,
anybody who's furthest forward, the ball are gonna reach him.
Yeah, so that's why
and then because of the acquisitions so we get, say for instance, Sir Luis Diaz will actually let him go. And God's willing, we'll bring in Rodrigo. Now, we can dream. Yeah, we can dream. Me can dream. Me can 100% dream. Because the things that me I see nowadays, like brother, me never did dream about them. Like man never that come in at the window and talk about, yo, I wish we could get words. Man, I look on words and I say, well, City never want him. I guess him I go buy her. Now my man them just say, go where? Them say, go where? Man say, yo, words. We have 150 for you. Roll up. I may sit back and may say, so hold on, this way I do? Frimpong, Kirkes, roll out. So hold on, this way I do?
Yeah.
So if we do all of this, me can't say, yo, we're not going to go for Rodrigo. Me can't say that.
You cannot say it. And shout out Sai. This is what Lex is now saying, and this is why that's why I brought up those two personnel of striker. I never said Lewandowski, I never said everything. I'm just like, what your team needs is a player of one of these two characteristics, Benzema or Cavani. Liverpool don't need a stat striker. You don't need a stat striker, which is why I'm saying it. It's not a 40-goal season striker you need. If Liverpool has a striker that can get 20 goals and 20 assists in the Premier League, that's 40. That's 40 right there. And this is what is making me so excited about this signing. If or when you guys do sign him, because I want to see what you're going to mold him into. Because as you said with Isak,
You know, for be honest with you, I not think we need for mold him. I just think we need to improve upon what he's already good at and just use that.
I
You
get
know
that, but your manager, what I rate with Schlutt is this: he challenges you to get better at what you're bad at. You at least
You
saw
think?
that last season.
Well,
He challenges the players to get good at what they're bad at, which is why I'm saying, well, how will he mold him? What would be the challenge he would set for EKITIKE? So it's like, your finishing is good, your IQ is good. So here's this: 15 goals, but I'm challenging you, hit 10 assists. That is what I mean by when I'm saying to mold him into it. So I want to actually see what's the passage you're going to take with this kid now. Because if it's any manager in world football I would trust with him, it's Schlutt.
yeah,
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything negative about the kid. I'm not saying anything negative about the kid. I'm like, I want to see how you are going to build this kid now. What will you? What the implementations? I'm biting my tongue. I am so tired. What will you implement
No,
for
you
this
landed the
kid?
word nice. It was good.
Yeah, what will you implement for this kid now to help not only challenge him but to also help him get better, keep him grounded, keep him focused? Isak, as I said, walks in your. Isak is like basically the final edition of EKITIKE. It's just you would have to tweak your system a bit to get even more out of him. With EKITIKE now, it's just you trying to mold him into getting even better than Isak. That is it. No,
We get to
that is how I'm
a
looking
couple of
at
these
it.
super chats before we close out as well. I got to that one from side. There's been a couple more. 1 second. Big McCoy. 1 second. He's dropped a couple super chats. He says here, where's the first one? EKITIKE only needs to finish better. Cavani was shit. Damn. And he goes on to say,
That's right. He's correct.
I'd rather EKITIKE Rodrigo over ever sick Isak. Fair enough. And fair enough, Real McCoy. Big up for both super chats. Appreciate
Yeah, big
it.
up Real McCoy.
And Sai says, did I get to that one? Yeah, Kaneki. Liverpool don't need a static striker. Isak, EKITIKE, both not static strikers. And EKITIKE pressing, dribbling, ball carrying is good.
Yep.
That will help us in attack.
Yep. And that is what I'm trying to say right now. You can sign Isak, but you can sign EKITIKE and make him better than Isak. That is the thing. That is where Liverpool is in right now. And I'm excited to see what they do. You get EKITIKE, your job is to make him better than Isak. And that's not going to be a difficult task to do. With that kid's fundamental, that's not difficult to do. You sign Isak, you can only improve Isak so much. You can only improve Isak so much. The only way you're going to improve Isak is by improving your system or changing your system. But for EKITIKE now, yeah, that's a whole different story. That's a That's a journey I want to actually see. With this Rodrigo now, as I said before, at Real Madrid, he's a player that's in the same mold as Gareth Bale. Someone that's very important to the team, and no one's going to realize it until he's gone. Rodrigo is the only one in Real Madrid attack that's actually creative. Vinicius Jr. is shoot first. Jude Bellingham is shoot first. Mbappe is shoot first. Only Diaz and Rodrigo are the only one that actually are trying to pass. And let's say Arthur Gula. They're the only ones that are actually trying to like pass, to actually create, actually make something happen. Rodrigo going to Liverpool fits what they're trying to do. To be fair, Rodrigo fits a lot of teams.
Yeah,
but
because he's that good of a player.
Because he's that good of a player, but system-wise, I should say, the way what I see fitting in the most is Liverpool and Arsenal, because their system is wing heavy. Basically, those teams rely on creative wingers. Get in behind, be able to take on their man, put in across, cut in. So it is. So for them, having a creative winger is far more important than having like an out-and-out striker. So for Liverpool right now, Rodrigo technically would be more important than Isak, especially if they get EKITIKE. It's a lot. That's a lot better though. But that's just my opinion on it. I think Rodrigo would be more important to Liverpool than Isak, but I don't know if I'm wrong.
Well,
I don't know if I'm wrong.
No, it's a crazy dog.
Yeah, he's nuts.
So, but all right, I'm gonna tell you, the thing about that is he's just as important, I think. Reason being is because the quality of player in Rodrigo on the left-hand side is better than what we currently have. You get me, I say?
Yeah, I hear you. I think Rodrigo, 100%. They both super important. Do I think that Isak would be more? Yes, but both very good.
To me, Isak kind of little bit edge Rodrigo, but as well as when you really think about it, the quality at striker and on the left hand side would be just way above the like first. In comparison to the left wingers we have, you see, because the striker deficit is more than the left winger deficit, I think that's the difference here. So Isak would be so much more better. Even EKITIKE is going to be so much more better than what we currently have at striker.
Than Nunes. Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, right. And I get it because you guys do have Diaz and Gakpo on the left.
Exactly. But so them man can do a job in comparison to what we have at striker, especially with the fact that, rest in peace, Jota. We'll lose Jota, innit?
Well, so yeah. So as I said before, it's just a personal opinion. I've been saying I was asked this. I'm not even joking. I was asked this when I was in Hussam's chat. Why do I want Liverpool to get stronger? As a Man United fan, I'm like, bro, I'm talking to you as a football fan. Yeah, I want to see the best. I want to see the best go at the best at their best.
Yeah,
I want to see. That's what I want to see.
To the matter thing about it, I might say, yo, you know what really would have been ideal just to the strength of the league, brother. Everybody supposed to be at a certain level. You get what I say? So, for instance, 5 years not supposed to pass, and you have 4 out of the 5 years, one team will win the league. By right, what you want? You want a strong top 6, yeah, with say Chelsea, United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and then each year, maybe out of a 5-year period, one team win it twice, another team win it once. You get what I say? A better split, or even just a different team win it each year by just a small amount of points. It's just that we have to rely upon a bunch of men to make good decisions, and unfortunately, Out
That
of the
now
bunch
Yeah.
of man them where you need to make good decisions, only like 4 out of the 10 are gonna make good decisions. So I just yeah, give
Yeah,
them
so it's
That's
some
legit what it is.
that is
So,
legit it, but I would love to actually see Rodrigo at Liverpool because he does cover you guys is at striker because he can play there.
that's
Left,
it.
yeah, left and right even. I don't know why you guys don't try and sign Pierre Koopmeiners or Sam Susic. I don't know why you guys don't try and sign those guys. Like they fit your system and they help with depth. I don't know why. The midfielders are right there. The midfielders are right there. No, Flawless has all right not to want it.
yeah,
Sai,
because
as a Man United
because I
fan,
can say I can like Kaneki mentioned. You lot hear me say this all the time. I talk from I'll give you my viewpoint on everything from a Manchester United standpoint, but then I'll give you my viewpoint from a straight footballing standpoint. Like this season, from a straight footballing standpoint, I think is going to be one of the best Premier League seasons to watch because everybody is aiming to get better. You got
except
all
Man
the top
United.
teams are aiming to get better. Now, even United, we might not be we might not be trying to improve at the rate we want as Manchester United fans, but Konyu and Embremo is so much an improvement on. No attack will improve as much as ours if you add them two.
Yeah,
That is
no.
Add those
that's
two.
true.
No
And to
attack.
me,
No
and
attack.
to
Hear what I'm
me,
saying, Kadeki?
and
No
to
attack
me,
will improve as much. I'm not saying it's the best. I'm talking about
and
the
to me,
increasement
the
of skill.
value.
Increasing of skill.
The,
Go on.
and man, I think the value for money, man, I think because you have to understand, say, yo, signing proven Premier League players is a big thing. You get what I say?
Yes.
It's very rarely a team sign proven Premier League players and don't get better. You get what I say?
And that's what I'm saying. So even though United, I can look at it from a United perspective and say we need this, this, and this. Adding those two is an absolute massive improvement on what we had in that area. So automatically we'll be better, even though it's not to the level we want from United fans. I think the title race between Liverpool and City is going to be a very good one. I've been saying this. As much as I despise both of those teams, let me remove my Manchester United bias. It's going to be, I think, a very, very good title race. Look at the way they've both added. Like, I think they'll both be better. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal, yeah, by the way, KI, not a good signing. But when you're adding your careers, let's see what Zubimendi does, etc. Norgard backup, cool. We know what he offers within the Premier League as well. And it still looks like they're going to go again. Chelsea are looking like they're going to go again. Like the list goes. Even Spurs, I'm saying. They are. With Thomas Frank, I think automatically they have a better manager. You've added Kudus and potentially Gibbs White to that. Plus more. So that's how I look at it. But hey, you lot, love to everyone that's tapped in, man. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button on the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel. Links underneath in the description. The gaming channel is back up and running as well. Sarcasm City TV Gaming. The YouTube channel is back up and running. Follow the playback as well. All of them I just mentioned are on the feature channel page. Anyway, I need to add the Clips channel back underneath in the description. We are going to close out because late. I need to get sent to eat, people. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Go on. What are you saying, Lex? Go on.
No, man, just I agree with you.
Oh, is it? All right. Okay. I thought you was going to say something. But yeah, big up to Javon as well. Make sure you subscribe to the Final Whistle podcast tomorrow or today, I should say. We back live. We got the United Chelsea show, 9 p.m. and then the United Spurs show at 11 p.m. as well. You'll probably get some gaming content before that as well. Obviously, back again will be like 2 p.m. So you get some gaming content probably like 4:30 p.m. UK time. I don't know if it's Call of Duty or Fight Night or certain people. There'll be something on the gaming channel and playback going on as well. Gunner's still live. I don't know what he's chatting about. So put Sarcasm City TV raid in his chat. I think he's asking about what Yokeres is. So
yeah,
shout
where's
out to
Yokeres, bro?
Yeah, I think that's it. Big up to everyone because I know how much you
Question.
love this show, man. Big up to Ganeki, big up Lex, big up Javon as well. And yo, just continue to support the channel, you lot, for real, man. You lot, there's nothing but love to everyone supporting. Prime, I message you. There was Ganacho slander. Prime, actually, you need to clip up. I'll shout you. Big up Certified, big up Sai for the super chats, big up Real McCoy for the super chats, big up to all the members, regulars, mods, all that good stuff, man. So yeah, we closing out. Love to everyone that has locked in. And this has been People Premier League Pod, the Yardman edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.